So TikTok is a very creative app.
Now that TikTok stars are such a huge part of our lives, it's almost hard to imagine a time without them. But even the biggest TikTok influencers started out as regular people, just like us. And guess what? They still are. Check out these famous TikTok stars who look completely different in real life. They're more relatable than ever. Even though it might seem like TikTok stars spend all of their time flying from one tropical destination to another in private planes and raking in millions of dollars, in real life they're actually just normal people like everyone else. Sure, they might be super famous and be painted head to toe in amazing makeup, but once the makeup and the camera come off, you might not even be able to tell the difference between them and anybody else. And some of them are totally different than how they appear online.
So I wanted to give you something that you could always sort of relate back to and hopefully help you a little bit.
Take Kristen Hancher for instance. Kristen has built up a massive following on TikTok and Instagram because of her amazing makeup looks and the fact that she totally looks like the lost Kardashian sister. She is one of the biggest stars on the app, with over 23 million followers on TikTok alone. But while you might think Kristen grew up in a Beverly Hills mansion, based off of the way she looks, she actually has pretty humble beginnings. And when she logs off, her life returns to normal. Kristen is actually from Ontario, Canada, and recently she has been forced to stay back home in the house she grew up in because of complications with her visa. She had to leave her friends, her clothes, and even her dog behind at her home in Los Angeles. But we hope at least she arranged for someone to feed her poor pup. Before she moved to LA, Kristen was just another Canadian girl showing off her makeup skills on YouTube. That was before she shaved her head too. Kristen has recently been sporting the super short hairdo, but fans almost never get to see her with her natural hair, as she is always sporting one of her beloved wigs. It's clear that she works really hard to achieve her signature look, so much so that some people have even accused her of getting plastic surgery or experimenting with Photoshop in order to change her face entirely. Do you think Kristen has had plastic surgery? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to tell us if you'd recognize her in real life.
Sometimes you need a break from makeup.
With a name like BeastEater and a TikTok that is almost exclusively filled with videos of her in a neon green wig and creepy white contact lenses, it might be really hard to imagine that the girl who goes by BeastEater is actually just a regular person. With 7.3 million TikTok fans and hundreds of thousands of both YouTube and Instagram alike, this funny, crazy, and gorgeous viral star seems like she was born to be famous. But in reality, she started out just like anyone else. Her name in real life is actually Stephanie Margarucci. She was born in Las Vegas, Nevada, which might explain why she knows how to put on an amazing show. Stephanie really seems like the kind of girl who is all about going to the gym and shopping for her amazing outfits. But when the cameras aren't rolling, she really just likes to curl up with her boyfriend, Marcus Olin, and eat her beloved pizza rolls. You might think that someone like BeastEater is rarely seen without an awesome makeup look, but if you check out her earlier YouTube videos, she looks a whole lot more natural. There are also lots of old pictures out there that show what she looked like before TikTok became her full-time job, with her naturally brown hair and full eyebrows. While fans have been in the comments to let her know that they think she looks prettier without her green wig, we think she looks awesome no matter what. It just goes to show that even the coolest makeup artists and TikTok stars can't be on all the time. Either way, we're loving Stephanie's alter ego on TikTok.
Oh, look, you guys. You guys want to say hello?
Sebastian Bails has got to be one of the wildest viral stars out there. With 10 million followers on TikTok alone, he is one of the busiest content creators out there, and definitely the king of cringe. Sebastian has made it his trademark to have a totally out there look, wear a ton of makeup, and get spray tans that even Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie would have considered too orange, even back in the early days of The Simple Life. But he isn't trying to look natural in any way. He knows he looks the way he does, and he owns it 100%. But that doesn't mean it doesn't take work. When Bails is in front of the camera, he is putting on a character that is actually very different from who he really is. And like any other character, it starts with the makeup. He spends 2 hours every morning getting his hair and makeup just right before starting to film any of his videos. He also gets multiple rounds of painful lip fillers in order to change the shape of his lips entirely, because of all the mean comments he used to get about them back in the day. On top of all that, he bleaches his naturally brown hair into his signature platinum blonde regularly. Don't ever let anyone tell you being a TikTok star is easy.
I need to validate myself because I'm not smart.
Loren Gray is another one of those TikTok stars who might seem too perfect to be true, but is actually totally different off camera than she is on. Loren is one of the biggest stars on TikTok with over 46 million followers. She also has a massive following on YouTube and Instagram alike, making her a massive viral sensation. She is almost never seen on TikTok without long hair extensions, her winged eyeliner, and false eyelashes, and is always in one cute outfit or another. But on YouTube, she lets her viewers see a whole other side of her. But this is unique to her videos that document her morning routine or how she gets ready. In these videos, she shares intimate details about her everyday life, including the fact that sometimes her dog even leaves her, unwanted gifts in the morning. Ew. She also includes facts about her life, like that she usually has yogurt and granola for breakfast at home where she lives with her mom. And even though she might already seem like she is set for life, she still had to graduate high school, which she did from home. While she could probably afford to hire an assistant to do all of the things that she doesn't want to do herself, Loren's day-to-day life isn't all that glamorous and involves a ton of errands and other pretty basic life activities.
So, that's the move. Gonna go watch a movie.
Promise Tamang is a giant internet star in her own right, with a YouTube channel that features some of the best makeup tutorials and cosplay transformations out there, and of course, a ton of followers on TikTok. But Promise isn't one of those TikTok stars who found fame overnight. She has actually been creating makeup videos since all the way back in 2012. While she hasn't made it huge in North America, she was actually born in Nepal. She comes from very humble beginnings, as both of her parents are actually missionaries who traveled around building churches in villages all over the world. Even though she is obviously very talented as an artist, she never did well in school, which led her down the path towards creating her own content on YouTube. She loves her millions of fans now, especially since she was bullied a lot in high school when her family moved to America, and she often had to eat lunch by herself in the locker room. Even though she looks like she is totally perfect all the time, even Promise immediately takes it all off as soon as she gets home at the end of the day. Instead of lounging around in a glamorous robe or pajama set, she would rather just chill out in shorts and a t-shirt. We can totally relate to that. How long have you been following Promise on social media? Tell us in the comments.
I feel like just being different and just being, just thinking outside the box.
While most of us just think about how TikTok stars present themselves online, we never really imagine how weird it must be to be that famous and still have to do normal things, you know, go to school or hang out at the mall with friends. It might seem like it would be awesome to be the most famous kid in your high school, but for TikTok star Haley Sharpe, it's not easy at all. Even though she is famous enough to do glamorous things, like appearing in a Doja Cat music video, she actually lives a really normal life. When TikTok teens first start going viral with their videos, some parents decide that the best thing to do is to pull them out of school and homeschool them so they can focus as much as possible on their super lucrative new careers. And since Haley has over 1 million followers on the app, you might think her parents would have done the same, but in reality, Haley still goes to school like everyone else, even if she is followed by most of her classmates. Not only that, but her parents still make her get summer jobs like most kids we know, which made it a little awkward when she started getting recognized by customers she served at the ice cream store she worked at.
And maybe go to college out here after I graduate high school.
Some TikTok stars out there have made it big by being totally original, and others, like Vampy Jordan, have decided to go a different route. Vampy Jordan has gained hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok by impersonating Captain Jack Sparrow himself, Johnny Depp. And while it might seem like he is Johnny's long-lost twin, he is actually nothing like the famous actor in real life. For starters, he's British. He lives in Wales in the United Kingdom with his mom and is an aspiring actor. And even though you'd think that the job offers for a man who looks so much like Johnny Depp would never stop rolling in, he actually only has one unpaid acting credit to his name. But that doesn't mean he isn't going to keep trying, and as long as his TikTok fans are happy, he's clearly doing something right. Well, there you go. Even the biggest TikTok stars with their hundreds of millions of likes and followers still have normal lives to live. Some of them are so different off camera, it's hard to believe it's really them. Who is your favorite TikTok star? Is there someone you really wish you could meet in real life? Let us know in the comments.
Also, her hair is covering. Little Moose, stop.
We hope you liked this video as much as we liked making it for you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're here to keep up with all of the best videos from The Things. Thanks for watching.